I think music plays a very key role in fashion and creativity. When I'm doing shows and I hear the music, I become way more instinctive about what I do. So I react very well with music. I see colours, I see textures, I see shape, I see movement. So for me, marrying those two areas is actually quite a natural process.
What I love about this idea, the sound of colour, is that it there's so many different forms of creativity interacting with each other. This year, what we've created for TrendVision for 2013 is the sound of colour.
I think fusion is probably my favourite trend at the moment, and really it's about East meets West, about fusing those two aesthetics or mindsets.
It's almost like that perfect harmony in the styling. There's this geisha, there's something kind of an imperial china, and then from a colour perspective, and it's great for me as a colourist being able to experiment and have that level of self-expression.
We're mixing a haircut and we're mixing a dressing.
What I've loved about creating the spring-summer trend fusion is working with different depths or weights of colour. So we've got very, very faded colours against, kind of very bright colours. I hope that you guys can feel in this trend that it really is about being experimental.
I would say DECIBEL is a very, very lively character. From a hairstyling point of view, the very early 70s, that period between glam rock and punk. I mean, she's definitely not a lady, but she's a lot of fun.
DECIBEL for me is kind of like a freedom in colour, and it's almost like it could have been kind of drawn with marker or felt tip. I think there's something wickedly wrong about this colour, and it's bright and it's brash and there's kind of almost too much colour. It's almost like, with Wella colour you can do anything.
The haircut is not a flowing haircut. It almost looks like she's cut her hair herself, but it's kind of dressed in a slightly glamorous way, looking for a bright new, exciting future.
Autumn-winter trend, Echo, is very much a reaction to what we're all going through in the world. It's a reaction to the economic crisis that we've all been in.
I would say Echo's she's a romantic at heart, but there's like a reality that gives her a hard edge. She's obviously a tormented soul, and there's this kind of, I would say, conflict in her, and that definitely you can see in her hairstyle. It almost looks like two birds have just crashed into her hair.
Echo is the juxtaposition of incredibly natural looking tones against incredibly dense tones. This idea of oily, distorted blacks, a green black, a blue black, a purple black. In its tone of voice, it's mono, definitely. It's like that depressive chic.
Absolutely. Well, she should feel like an object, a piece of art, like probably one of the most beautiful objects in the world, and the Fabergé egg.
There's something quite elitist about this woman. The colour palette for Allegra, this kind of ostentatious gold, rose gold, platinum, green gold, and this idea that there's almost some of the colours are slightly off because they're oxidised. It's created just for her.
I think the thing that I most love about this hairstyle is the fact that we've taken the hair, we've created ornamentation with hair. She wants to be admired. She wants to feel beautiful.
but never satisfied.
But never satisfied, always moving forwards. What I actually wanted to do is show a range of hair. And obviously music has been the inspiration point for me.
What I wanted to do is show everybody what Wella can be, not what we believe it already is.